same. Yeah, tell them it's not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then knock an episode about the part we not the same. Culture not the same, boy, I feel like Robert redeemed. And just like Robert been redeemed, glory to the King. I feel like C. Mike get this music with faith in it. Put the word on 808, I'm talking great. Steph Curry with the shot, boy, I'm talking long distance. Boy, you messing with a Grizzly, you would think I played in Memphis. We be going back and forth, this like Serena playing tennis. But it's LLC's up in this thing, that means we stand on not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Yeah, this the podcast, not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigned. Then knock an episode about the part we not the same.
Yo, we are back. Episode 94, season 2 of the Not the Same podcast, sports, not the same sports show, hosted by this one word, C. Micah, that one word over there, Mr. Rod Redeem. We're glad, gracious, and very, very happy to be back with y'all for another sports show. And man, it is so much we got to talk about tonight, man. But before we do, we need you to do what you see on the screen in about 5 seconds, because, you know, the spinning ball be spinning like them rims. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, hit the subscribe button. And lastly, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we are live, as we are presently.
Yeah, boy, tripping. Got the TV on in the back. You know we live. Anyway, shout out to our rebroadcasters of the Not the Same Sports Show, our MTMV Sports Famo. You see them down in the bottom left-hand corner there. Live Show TV, Takeover Radio, Praise 365, Parable Radio, RYC Praise News, His Hop Radio and Podcast Network, 520 Collective, and the Kingdom Now Network. Those are the rebroadcasters of the Not the Same sports show. We also want to give a special shout out, man, because we do sports and we got fans. We want to go ahead and get them their cheers, man. Whether you watching on Facebook, you watching on YouTube, however you seeing us right now, that is for all our sneaker peekers. The ones that come in, they come in late, they come in after we didn't broadcast, but they never say anything. But we appreciate you. You know what? Y'all are sneaker peekers, aka silent partners. So we ain't talking about you. Just make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and notification button if you haven't already done so. Show them one more again, man, so they'll know what that looks like. Like, subscribe, notification. If you hit subscribe and that notification, don't hit it again. Just hit the like button for your boys. We appreciate that. Help that algorithm get the algorithm. But like my man said, we got a lot to get into tonight.
All right, man. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's see what is popping. Somebody tell me what's popping. What's popping? Latest. We're going to start with the NFL news, man. Latest things in the NFL news. There was a trade by the Raiders of Max Crosby to the Ravens. And then there wasn't a trade by the Raiders to Max Crosby. The Ravens rescinded the trade because of they thought Max Crosby was too injured. Shortly after, Max Crosby put a video. I don't have the video, but here's the video of him dunking a basketball. Like, yo, I'm all right. But they rescinded the trade. This morning, it was reported that the Ravens have signed Taylor Hendrickson from the Cincinnati Bengals. And so it seems like to me, and Rob, you can chime in on this because, I mean, there's nobody else to chime in except for the people in the chat. All our one words in the chat. Listen, it seems like to me they didn't know Taylor Hendrickson was available, and all of a sudden he was available, and they was like, you know what? Max Crosby is dope, but that one word a little bit injured. And Taylor Hendrickson was a little bit injured, but not as much. We're going to go for Taylor Hendrickson. And we're going to make up something to rescind this trade. Because when the Raiders was asked for their comment, they said no comment. So it's interesting. Go ahead, bro.
So this whole thing is Crosby, you know, my man got to tweeting a little bit too early, putting the horse before the putting the carriage before the horse.
Yep.
Yeah, and the bottom line is this: you ran your mouth too quick. Then he just came off that torn meniscus, so they came up with the whole the doctors didn't clear him on the physical, whatever. But here's the thing: Hendrickson was available. They were giving up 2 number 1 picks for Crosby.
Yep.
They got Hendrickson and kept those 2 picks. So that means they got the number 4, the 14th, a first round 14th overall pick in this year's draft.
Yep.
So you may not get the great pass rushing that you would get from a Crosby, but Hendrickson's no slouch.
Yes.
And you keep your 2 first round draft picks, number 14 overall and 1 later on. That can pay big time dividends. So they got Hendrickson at a discounted price, where Crosby was about to get some paper to the point where, if you remember, earlier last week they reconstructed Lamar Jackson's contract to try to get these moves in to make some stuff happen. But here's the deal, man, and what I'm gonna say about the Ravens. I said it at the beginning of the preseason. I told everybody the Ravens aren't going to go anywhere. They missed their opportunity. They missed their window. I still believe that. They're going to have to do more than just Hendrickson, because I'm going to tell you something that the Ravens didn't do that I saw the Eagles do. The Eagles successfully inputted Saquon Barkley, led to a Super Bowl. The Ravens still couldn't understand that they had a dual running threat in both Henry and Jackson.
Yep.
That was the best. That is the best threat. You got play action, you got bootleg, you only need a couple of weapons on the end there.
Only a couple. They could have,
but they just couldn't do it. And I said they wasn't gonna do anything. And when the chat was popping that night, everybody thought I was crazy. And to the end of the season, when I said, I told you. But that's the deal with the Ravens. They still doing Raven type things.
Absolutely. Also in the NFL, the Dolphins released Tua Tagovailoa with $99 million left on this deal. They still told that one word, get your tail up out of here. And here that he's going to sign with the Atlanta Falcons. Let's see, where else I got here? Check my notes. And the Colts agreed to a new deal with Daniel Jones, 2-year, $89 million deal, which he probably, that's guaranteed. Daniel Jones was playing good this past season,
until he got hurt.
Until he got hurt, but he was playing good this past season, so I got to definitely give him that. And anything else in the NFL, bro?
I want to say something about Tua, man. I can't never say that boy last name. But they owe him 99, right? They owe him 99, right?
Yeah.
And the Falcons getting them for 1.3. So the Falcons get a chance to do some stuff. The other thing, the Raiders, the Jets signed Geno Smith. So the one thing I will say about the Jets, they don't mind having a brother for a quarterback, because they got not at all. They got Fields up there now. They got Geno Smith up there now. I don't know what the game plan is. Geno did have a good season in Seattle before going to the Raiders. Maybe he can revise that with the Jets. Also, Kyler Murray, after this whole thing with the Cardinals, C said it last week. I said he should go to the Saints. You said the Minnesota Vikings. It's looking like Kyler Murray might end up at veteran minimum, same way Tua did, a 1 year, 1.3 type deal after he gets his buyout from the Cardinals, and he can probably be up there with McCarthy in Minnesota, man.
Absolutely. All right, man, moving on to the NBA. We got the NBA top 10 power rankings. Number 1, we have the Spurs. Number 2, the Thunder. Number 3, the Pistons. Number 4, the Celtics. 5, the Knicks. Number 6, the Cavs. Number 7, the Timberwolves. 8, the Nuggets. 9, the Rockets. And number 10, the Lakers. Thoughts, brother?
Rightfully so. Hey, give a hand clap to the Spurs, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. I don't care that your boy is back. As far as Tatum goes, your champion is coming out the West this year. That's just bottom line. And we thought the Spurs had to get there just a minute. They're young. If these boys stay healthy, all them teams you just named, Thunder, Pistons, Celtics, Knicks, all them, they done spanked them boys like they nobody's business. I just want to let y'all know. So the Spurs is a problem, but the Thunder is a problem also because Shea different. And we'll talk about that in a minute. And Shea is different. I had Jaylen Brown. I was saying he should be the MVP. Him or Cade Cunningham, they should be MVP. It's going to be an American MVP until Shea came back. So until Shea came back. And I'm not mad at this particular lineup here. I am not mad at all. 1 through 10. I can't say nothing is go. Normally I say something. I can't say nothing is go around.
Nothing. We can't say nothing because they finally got the Suns at the top 10. They've been ranking them, acting like it's been the beginning of the season all season. One word, we got like a month left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
20-something games left and the season's going to be over. Nah, the Spurs are highly impressive, man. Also, the Thunder. Look, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a beast. If you didn't see that game against Jokic them the other night, that was ridiculous. No, look, my man, what's up, D? My man won the game twice. One word, not just once. Twice. Because he did a step back to the left with okay, it's not Pritchard. I forgot the guy. Peyton. I think it's Peyton for the Nuggets that was D'ing him up. And the first time I've ever seen Shai do this, Shai did the too small on him. And then when he hit the next game winner on the boy, he walked back and just looking like, this dude. Like, Shai don't talk for real. No. So this man is really in his bag. But man, that second game winner after the crazy stuff that happened with Jokic when Jokic hit the three and Aaron Gordon gets fouled because they ran through trying to get the Jokic. The step back, man, you don't understand how hard it is as a right-handed player to step back to the right. Stepping back to the left is more natural. I know it don't make sense. If you play ball, a lot of people do they step back moves to the left. It makes your body more even. The step back on the right on a game winner from three, oh, that's nuts, bro. That's nuts.
Beyond. Not only that, Shai tied Wilt Chamberlain for most consecutive 20-point games at 126.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's stuff like that separates people from. That's what puts you in the history books.
Oh,
and it's not a chasing type thing. Like I don't see him chasing records. He's going out there playing. And the other thing, the reason why the Thunder took this so personal, because you got to remember last year everybody was saying had Aaron Gordon not got hurt, it would have been Denver in the championship.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a chip on their shoulders, and this is the same chip. I feel like, what up, Higgins? I feel like that's the same thing that's going to happen when we get to the playoffs if it end up being them and the Spurs. The Spurs right now high and ready to go, but I want to see a 7-game matchup between the Spurs and the Thunder. But I'll say it again because Higgins and D just got on here. Yeah. The NBA champion will come out the West this year. And I hate to say that as a Heat fan. Yeah, as you can see, representing big time, but
as you should.
It's the truth. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, man. Also in the NBA, as Rob know, he's a Heat fan. Bam Adebayo goes for 83 points last night with his mama and his soon to be. Well, they ain't married, but his boo thing in the crowd with him. You know what I'm saying? My man went off. It's crazy that a couple got 83 and 53 points in professional games. And, there'll be more to talk about this later, man. But one thing I say about Bam Adebayo, talk your tail off. That man scored 83 points.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it at that.
Talk your talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk your talk, I'll get into that a little later, but talk your talk.
Yeah, man. All right. Impressed in the East, brother. Who are you impressed with in the East?
Hey, listen. I gotta say it. I'm representing them. I'm impressed with the Miami Heat, and it's not because Bam scored 83 last night. It's because we're 8-2 in the last 10 games in that number 6 spot, and only a half game behind the Raptors for the number 5 slot. So once again, the Heat plays Heat basketball. Me and Higgins goes crazy because they never make the moves, but they develop these players. And then we creep up into the top tier every year.
Every year. I'm impressed with the Boston Celtics, man. Listen, number one, I got to say Jason Tatum came back, played 27 minutes, dropped, almost got a triple-double. You know what I'm saying? Came back. He missed one dunk, but caught one off the rim. You know what I'm saying? Played well. This man has no, what they call it, injury. I forgot what they say when you got a time limit. I forgot what they call it.
Minute restriction.
Yeah, he ain't got no minute restriction. One of the earliest people ever to come back from a Achilles injury. But that team was rolling without him. Jaylen Brown MVP conversation without him. To add him back, and he didn't look solely awkward to me coming back. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look like number one Jason Tatum because, I mean, bro, you ain't. There's a new HNIC in town right now, and his name is Jaylen Brown. And that boy hooping. So, yeah, I'm very impressed with them. Even though they just took a loss, it don't matter to me. They're very, very good. That loss was kind of controversial in a way with the him being tossed and all that. It was crazy. Anyway.
Last night game, the refs was that was some trash last night.
They was on one.
Yeah, that was some trash.
Depressed in the East, bro.
Yo, Indiana Pacers are officially eliminated this year. They can lose every game. They done. They on
Yep.
a 10-game losing streak, and it ain't no scenarios where they can do anything. If
Yes.
you look on any standards, that mug got an E by for eliminated.
Yep. Yep. I'm looking right at it right now. That is a total embarrassment to them. You got an E, and it means, and you know what it stands for? Enough. We don't want to see y'all no more.
Done.
We done with y'all. All right,
You
man.
know what? They worse than the Wizards, bro. That says something.
Well, that moves on to my depress, the Wizards. Not that you just suck. Not that you so bad. You got 83 dropped on you by Bam Adebayo. Not by a shooting guard. Not by Bam is not a three-point shooter, though. He dropped some three-point shots last night. And listen, man, and y'all was triple teaming and trying to stop him. Air quotes. Bruh, you got 83 dropped on you by someone who averaged, what he averaged, like 18? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not downing him at all. He deserves all the props. But as the other team that should be playing defense, you are that bad. You are that bad. Now, he was that awesome last night. I think he would have been playing the Lakers. It still would have happened for it to be that hot. You know what I'm saying? Some players go nuclear like that. It happens. But, bruh, y'all Wizards, man, y'all are trash. All right, man, impress in the West, bro.
I got to go with the Thunder, man. They 9-1 in the last 10, and they truly been playing next man up basketball. The reason I'm saying them over the Spurs is because Shea not playing in all these games since he been back. Williams is still out. They got a couple of people. Harkenstein, he's still out, and they just keep winning, man. They got the next man up. McCain came over there from the Sixers off of that trade, and I promise you, that boy, like, it just don't matter. Right, it's a plug system,
Fit right in, man, with the painted fingernail team. TikTok painted fingernail team. He fit right in. Nah, all jokes aside, man, Oklahoma City Thunder are awesome. Spurs, I'm going to give it to them, man. That's who I'm impressed with as well. They have a 9-1 record in the last 10 games, man. They're awesome. They're playing well. They beating all the Goliaths. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that, like as Rob was saying earlier, man, that young team has a lot of heart, and they have a real superstar. And they have a superstar that does not shy from competition. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he's tall. Yes, he's skinny, but he's a dog. And he's dragging that team there, man. His mentality can take them places. Now, we can't guarantee you win no chip right now. They never been in the playoffs. But I will tell you this. Whoever play them, they're going to have HE double hockey sticks to pay dealing with them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Depress in the West, bro.
I'm sorry, brother. Yo, Grizzlies.
You should be. You shouldn't be sorry, but you should be depressed with them. Go ahead.
That's all I got to say.
Them period. All right, man.
Because last week was the Mavs. I can't do them 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. I ain't going to go in with that. I'll just say I'm depressed with the Utah Jazz. Y'all have way too much talent to be this bad. You are this bad on purpose. You are sitting good players constantly. You have multiple all-stars on your team. Multiple. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you got just one. You got multiple all-stars on your team. You got a defensive player of the year in your team. You got a rise, and Keontae George is very, very, very good. Very, very good little point guard. You know what I'm saying? They have a very good team, and they're just tanking. And I pray, because they probably tanking trying to get AJ DeBanster, who is already in the Utah area playing for BYU. I pray they get the 12 seed. Adam Silver take care of them. We ain't gonna call on the as they call the sports guys. Nah, I ain't studying the sports guys. Adam Silver, you see that they unethically tanking. Don't take care of them. don't take care of them at all.
You know what? If they get number one and they get dude from BYU.
That'll be that's such a setup, bro. That's like LeBron going to the Cavs and Derrick Rose going to the Bulls.
To Chicago, yeah.
Come on, bro. And that dude love the area and all that. Come on, bro. It's too obvious. But anyway, all right, man. On to not NFL, NCAA men's top 10 power rankings. Number 1, we have Duke. Rob's Duke Blue Devils. Number 2, Arizona. Number 3, Michigan. Number 4, Florida. Number 5, Houston. Number 6, UConn. Number 7, Iowa State. Number 8, Michigan State. Number 9, Illinois. And number 10, Virginia. Thoughts on this, bro?
I'm good with it, man. The tourneys are going on right now. So them conference championships, If y'all want to, if you're not a college basketball fan, watch
Yeah.
these conference tournaments. This is the time to watch college basketball for those who don't
Mm-hmm.
want to watch all the games. It's around these tourney times where people are playing because they get automatic bids if they win their conference. So, example, Duke is in the ACC,
Yep.
Florida is in the SEC,
Mm-hmm.
the SEC. You got the Big 12, you got the Big 10. And if they win their tourney, they get an automatic bid. Now,
Yeah.
Duke, of course, these guys that you see up here, those are your number ones and twos going into the tourney already. So
Mm-hmm.
you don't really have to worry about it. And Duke have already outright won a ACC championship, just the dominance that they had. But for these mid-major schools, this is how they punch their ticket, and you get your Cinderella story, like Gonzaga. What are they? I can't think of what they out the Mountain Conference or something like that.
West Coast
Anyhow,
Conference.
West Coast Conference. So
Mm-hmm.
they won their final. They go into their 16th straight NCAA tourney. So that's or 22nd straight, something like that. But yeah, it's a good time in college basketball right now.
Now, speaking of Gonzaga, they are a very, very good mid-major team. It's like the poster child for mid-major because they operate as
Mhm.
a major. They invest, whoever is investing in them, invest in them as a major, and they win. Now, they leaving that conference next year and going to a new conference to like a revamped Pac-12 or something like that. But at the end of the day,
Mhm.
they have never missed the tournament in 20-some years, like Rob just
Yeah,
said. That is
22.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, all these teams on here, minus Duke, have always missed the tournament at least once or twice. Duke ain't, but most of these teams you see on the screen have had a bad year. Gonzaga's bad year still end up at the tournament. Now, it's not just because their conference is kind of, their conference is kind of meh. Listen, the conference is kind of meh, but they're very good. And I got to give props to, can't think of that. Gonzaga right quick. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
It left my head. But yeah, man, these number 4 would basically be your number 1 seeds. Duke, Arizona, Michigan,
Yeah.
and Florida. That's going to probably be the
And then your
number
number
1
twos are right
seeds.
there.
And
Yep.
I think, in my opinion, bro, before we move on, man, I don't think Cinderella is going to show up anymore like it used to. Because the advent of this, not even NIL, whatever they doing now, where it's basically revenue sharing, they can pay these dudes salaries. Big money, man.
Yeah.
Like, they can go where the money at, and all these big popular schools is the ones that got the money. So, like, last year, all the number 4 seeds made it to the Final Four for the first time in basically 20 years. I think something like that will happen again because, all these lower tier schools, man, how they going to get up there? They don't have the talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, a Tennessee State or something, like that's a school that may sneak into a tournament or some other. Oakland got there one year with this little dude that was shooting the 3. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we're going to see that, not Final Four level. Because also
Right.
this point, nobody's staying 4 years anymore. Transfer portal
Yeah.
killed that. Because it's like, okay, you good on these sorry schools or these lower tier schools, then the big boys come get you after a year. Like, okay, we're going to train them up. We're going to come pull them up. And now he's going to go to a bigger school. So, yeah.
No, you on point with that, brother. That portal's something else. It's
Yeah,
it's
portal.
something else. It's free agency like crazy.
Oh, 100%. All right. Women's top 10. Number 1, UConn. Number 2, UCLA. Number 3, Texas. Number 4, South Carolina. Number 5, LSU. Number 6, Vanderbilt. Number 7, Iowa. Number 8, Duke for Rob. Number 9, Michigan. And number 10, Oklahoma. A little bit of switch up in there, man, but the usual suspects are all the way at the top as normal. I'm impressed with Vanderbilt being in the middle, period, because I've never known Vanderbilt to be a good women's school for
Women's
basketball.
school, yeah.
But I think the SEC has just decided they put money into all basketball, period, because the men's basketball is ridiculous. The SEC championship gonna be just basically like the March Madness. All those good teams, but I think the same thing is happening for women's basketball. They're investing in women's.
They are, but number 3, Texas upset South Carolina Sunday, bro. They beat them 78-61. They didn't just win, they won. You dig what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just showing the kink in the arm. And again, I think the biggest star that you have is at those top 2 schools, UConn and UCLA. And I can't think of them young ladies' names right now, but they got 2 bigger stars that are known this year compared to with Juju Jackson being out And
Yeah,
I mean, watching and you just don't. You don't really know too many more. And I mean, you still got Blanche at LSU, but you haven't
yeah,
heard anything from her this year. They just kind of been meh all year. LSU has.
yeah.
So yeah, but Texas. They showed that they are forced to be reckoned with, man, and that's why they number 3 on in these power rankings
All right, that was our
or
top
coaches
10.
poll as they call it.
Yeah, top 10 power rankings for the women's NCAA basketball. Let's get into our soapbox segment.
Soapbox.
All right, this is our soapbox segment when me and Rob go off on sports subjects as well as whatever's on our mind. Normally it's sports subjects for Rob and normally whatever's on my mind for me. But you never know. Sometimes we switch it up. We got a time to look like this, and when it's over, it's over. As tradition, I always let my brother Rob go first. My brother, is you ready?
I am, man.
Let's go.
Check this out. History was made last night, and the NBA and national media hate him is something crazy to me. My man scored 83 points. It comes down to this. Number one, Bam is not a household name. Bam is not a superstar.
Yeah.
Bam is not the face of the league. What Bam is, he's loyal. And he is showing that what Heat culture is. And then the one thing that pissed a lot of sports folks off, and they straight booed, and yeah, I use that word, Bam passed 2 of the GOATs in people's mind, and that's Kobe Bryant and
That's what it
passing the
is.
81. Yep. That's number one, what they mad about. And number two, the LeBron romance. You know what I'm saying? All the LeBron fans, the bromance that they have, the Bron sexuals that we talk about, upset because he passed that Heat record of 61 points, and it's just Bam out of bite. And
Right.
if we could get into it, we could take a time machine back, and I didn't sing context of the 83, and they got Kobe's 81 back when he played the Raptors, and Kobe is a shooting guard. Bam is not supposed to be doing this.
Right.
Bam is a power forward, but plays center. My man had 83 points, 20 for 43, 46%. He was 7 for 22 behind the line, 31%. My man shot 43 free throws and made 36 of them at 83%. And the Wizards were sending everybody and their grandmama, including the ball boy, out there to foul that man.
Absolutely.
He had 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks, 5 turnovers in 42 minutes. Yes, Kobe played 42 minutes as well. Adebayo set multiple franchise records last night. 31 points in the first quarter, franchise record. 43 total half points, breaking his previous career high of 41. He had that in the first half. And then he broke the Heat record, like I said. He broke LeBron's. I'm sorry, he surpassed Kobe with 21 points in the fourth quarter. And all the hate, I'm sorry, it's just gonna go over because I'm a little passionate. From the coach saying, "Oh, he had the free throws." Omeko Oduka, whatever that boy name is. I always mess his name up. He hated on him. Kelly Oubre just flat out hated and was like, "I'm salty because he passed LeBron." And Embiid did it for real. He had 70. Well, his coach set him down in the third quarter.
Right.
Kobe would have had 100, but he got sat down. You dig what I mean? Like everybody ain't. He joined the league company. That's just bottom line. And for a big to do that, KD ain't done it. Steph ain't done it. And think of all the threes that Steph done shot. None of your great scorers right now has done this. Shout out to Bam and Heat Nation, man. I'm gonna let it go, man. But that's what's wrong with it. Y'all mad because it was Bam and it wasn't one of y'all superstars. So everybody is just picking at it. I don't care if it was the Heat. They got out there. They pros. I don't want to hear it. 83 points. Go Heat. I'm sorry, bro.
Nah. Hey, this is the place to do it. All right, man. My soapbox is on this, man. Continuing in the NBA. Let's talk about this, man. In the NBA, as you watch this year, if you are an NBA fan or you are a new fan or what you call a casual fan, whatever it may be, if you actually go to games, Rob has went to quite a few Heat games. I've went to quite a few Grizzlies games. This is what you will see happen. You may go to the game and your favorite player isn't playing. He has a little weak injury, fingernail, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Groin soreness, calf soreness, or a little calf injury. There's been a lot of injuries as well as things that wasn't injuries that's happening in the NBA. This is my point. It is time to shorten the season. Listen, I know some players may be upset because I'm going to get a little bit less bread. Okay, less bread and less injuries, or more bread and more injuries, because what used to work for back in the day when Jordan and them played, Jordan is the GOAT. I believe he's the GOAT. You may not or whatever, but the pace was way slower, way slower. It was much more of a post dominant game, which means they walked down, threw the ball to the hand, and let the big man work. Big man was way more important back in the day. And this time, everybody's running. Everybody's shooting threes. Pace is up. The 7 seconds are less. Phoenix would be like one of the middle of pack teams now. But back in the day, it was all transformational. But it's not. Adam Silver, it's time. Talk to your players. Look, bro, instead of 60 this year, you're going to make 53. But look, no more back-to-backs. You know what I'm saying? I need you to play. I need you to show up, because I always get on my guy above my shoulders for not playing. But it's not just him. It's a lot of people that's not playing. And they may want to play, but they can't because they're injured. They're injured because it's not conducive for 82 games anymore. I just don't believe that. And beyond that, push it back to around December. NFL rules America, bro. We can act like it don't or not, but it does. Christmas games, let's start the season. There you go. That's what I would say. Now, me as a diehard fan, I'm watching Summer League. I'm watching everything. I'm watching TBT tournament, everything. But that's me.
Yeah.
But the casuals, they picking it up after Christmas. That's when they picking it up, man. So it's time for Adam Silver to make a change, man. If you got to lose a little bread to stay more healthy, you got to do what you got to do. What's $53 million compared to $60 million? Both of them way more than what I get. I may get it one day, but I ain't got it right now. So, all right, man. That's our Soapbox segment. Let's get into our Debate Feud segment. All right, this is our what I'm getting rid of. All right, this is our Debate Feud segment when me and Rob go off for 5 minutes on subjects like you was previewed on the screen. We got a timer that look like this. When it's over, it's just over. We're going to start with the first subject for tonight. Let me slow down. Was the Heat wrong? Bring the passion right back to Rob. Was the Heat wrong for trying to get Bam 83 points, or Washington for not stopping him? Was the Heat wrong for trying to get Bam 83, or Washington for not stopping him? Mr. Davis, the floor is yours.
To the Heat being wrong, and that's on Washington for not stopping him. Mm-hmm. They kept fouling that man. He went. These wasn't phantom fouls. Now, it was some stuff going on toward the end where they were purposely missing so Bam can get the rebound and score. But they looking out for their boy. That's anyway. Hey, my man hot. We gonna let him shine. Let him pass Kobe. You dig what I mean?
Yeah.
But Washington didn't stop him, bro. And they were legit fouls. These weren't phantom fouls. These were legit fouls. Go ahead, bro.
If you've ever played basketball, all of us, if you play regularly, there are some days where you can't miss. Just period. Everything you throw up, getting fouled, throw it over your head, it go in. It's just some days it's like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like that, and they can foul you, they can push you, they can sneeze on you, they can do whatever they want to do. Soon as you touch that ball, it's nothing but cotton. And he had one of those nights at the end of the day. Now, with that being said, I put the pressure on Washington. You don't like it? Stop him. You know what I'm saying? Now, they were literally triple teaming him. Still was scoring. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gave an effort, but they couldn't stop him. But I'm going to kind of go into what Rob was talking about in this soapbox, man. Shame on you people, you other players who are hating on him because your sacred cow got passed. Listen, all respect to Kobe. Kobe was one of the greatest players ever. And in his death, he got even better. And I don't mean that in a negative way. We honor and respect. I respect his attitude, the whole mentality, and all that. But records are made to be broken. Period. It don't matter who it is that break it. He broke it. Like, you think somebody was more worthy, then go break it. If you think LeBron should have did it, LeBron go do it. You ain't do it. He did it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He did it. He may be the most unlikely because he's basically a center. He's a undersized center doing this. Bam just started shooting threes like 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Man. And for him to do that, we got to give dude his respect. All these other players say, man, I hope every time he play, he busts bust they tail, lack of better words.
Yeah. And
Go
and,
ahead,
and
bro.
and the other disrespect that I saw on the national media, well, he is training with Asia Wilson. What?
Man, that's so much
Like
disrespect. These are two different levels of sports. Now, Asia is the best in the
yeah, in her
WNBA.
sport,
That don't
yes.
mean she could play in the NBA. Stop it, dog.
It's just the way that they doing them, man. That's the is foul. And shout out to Jeff Teague and they podcast, man, because
Yeah,
they was like Jeff Teague brother, Jeff Teague, they both was like, man, he scored 83. Get buckets, stop him then. Like
right.
get it, Bam, get it, Bam.
Period.
Like I give them their props because that was the only national media outlet that wasn't really like slick hating. They was like, no, the Wizards trash, but that's 83 points. 46 free throws. Like, my man's, I don't think y'all understand. Playing just in the NBA to get fouled that many times, you tired, bro. Like, you tired. But even at the interview,
100%.
after the end of the game, my man said, I ain't really that tired because I shot a lot of free throws, so I was getting a lot of rest in between those reps. So, bottom line is he shot 42 from the field and shot 46 free throws. So, my man put up 80-plus shots last night, bro.
I mean,
but hey, shout out to Bam, man. Shout out to the Heat. Shout out to Spoelstra for not pulling them. You know what I mean?
big
And
shout out to Spoelstra for that.
I think that's big, man. When something like that happen and you understanding, it's like the refs should have did in that Spurs Celtics game.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody read the room and understood just this man night. And his boys was like, yo, we gonna get you this.
Yeah.
Salute.
As for the Heat being wrong, I don't think they were wrong. They putting on for their teammate. Were they finagling things to make it where he can keep scoring? Absolutely. Because they wanted to be part of history. That's what it came down to. They wanted to be part of history. But like Rob said and I said too, that was on Washington to say, nah, not on our watch.
It was.
Period. But players are not built like that anymore. That was like in our generation when it's like, nah, he ain't gonna score. I'm gonna make him. He finna get hurt.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, it's like, okay, you want to keep embarrassing me? Yeah, come down here. All right, let me take this knee out. Players don't do that no more. Players are friends. One last thing about Bam, the reason they doing this to him, Bam is not outspoken. You know what I'm saying? He's a soft-spoken guy. But they got my man messed up. He did it. At the end of the day, man, nobody that would be in the record books forever. Nobody would take it away from him. Ever, Craig. You know what I'm saying? All right, next subject. Will the Ravens regret rescinding the Max Crosby trade? Will the Ravens regret rescinding the Max or going back on the Max Crosby trade? Mr. Davis?
Absolutely not. These boys saved millions. They kept their draft picks. They getting ready to get a young stud of whatever they want to do in this draft at that 14th pick and whatever their pick is in the first round.
Yeah.
They get 2 first-round picks, and they didn't have to give any of that up. Now, don't get me wrong. Crosby is no slouch. But a torn meniscus in football is different from a torn meniscus in basketball. And what I mean by that is, yes, basketball, you have sudden jolts and movements, momentum or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's not really contact to the point where that mug can get hit by another player, by your own player, a helmet hitting that joint just in the right spot. Like, it's a little different. So if I'm the Ravens, deuces, give me Hendrickson. Let me keep my draft picks and take your tail back out to Vegas and find somebody else that's going to mess with you.
Yeah, I would say this. I think this is definitely I think they would definitely I ain't going to say they regret it. They're not going to regret it. But Max Crosby is definitely, that's what I was about to say. Max Crosby is definitely a better player, right?
He is.
Hendrickson is very good. Max Crosby is Hall of Fame good. Very, very good. But only because of this, I think they will not regret it at all. Draft picks. 2 first-rounders. In the NFL, first rounder 1 through 32. It don't matter. That's a good pick in the NFL. Yeah. It ain't like the NBA. The 30th pick in the draft may not hit the same as number 1 pick. In the NFL, they can. You know what I'm saying? You get very good player in that in the first 2 rounds. First 2 rounds, you really get some high-level players in the NFL. So I think the biggest reason why they would never regret this is because of the draft picks. And they gave up none, as my brother said earlier, for Hendrickson. They had to give up no type of picks for him. So, no, they ain't going to regret that. Only reason they can regret it if he goes somewhere else within their division and start terrorizing them, then they may regret it. But other than that, nah. Go ahead, bro.
Now, I'm gonna tell you what is the regretful spot. I mean,
D say
D
yes, they
feels like,
will.
yeah, they
Yeah.
will. Now Crosby's gonna regret it because now
Mm-hmm.
it's put out there that he's still injured. So what team now gonna give you any first round,
Right.
anything now that
Right.
that's out there in the atmosphere?
That
I think
compensation
Crosby
is not
just,
gonna be high.
yeah, it's not gonna be high now. I just think Crosby is he shot himself in the foot just tweeting a little bit too quick and too much. And like you said, it's a possibility Hendrickson, hey, he available over here. We ain't signed. It's
Mm-hmm.
just word of
Mm-hmm.
mouth. It don't go official until Wednesday.
Yeah.
Hey, word, yeah, we can get him. Yeah, free agency.
Yeah.
How much? These are
What you
conversations.
talking? Right, right, right.
Talking. Oh, for real? Yeah, just say we didn't like it. You know what I mean? His recovery, anything to spin it out in the media. That's all they got to do. So now
Yeah.
Crosby got to do these little TikTok joints showing himself dunking. Yeah,
Right.
that's fine, bro. You 6'3", you better dunk. I can touch the rim at 6 foot.
Right.
You
Right.
better be dunking the ball at 6'3". But so
Right.
now you're doing gimmicks to try to prove to
one word
somebody.
almost half a century still can touch the rim. So come on.
You can touch the rim.
What you doing at
Right.
6'3"? You
What
know
you
what I'm saying?
doing? You're 6'3" in your 20s. You better be dunking. But
Yeah.
my thing is, now you left up to those antics to try to show somebody I'm athletic still. Like, bro,
Yeah.
don't stoop. Let your agent do his job and do what it is that you're gonna do. I mean, that's the best
Now
part for it.
who I hate this for is for the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? Because the Raiders didn't do nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Max
No.
Crosby popped off too much. Raiders didn't. They did the trade, and they losing. They was about to get 2 first-round draft picks for a team that's not that good. They got the number 1 pick this year, getting the quarterback. Them 2 first-round draft picks could have been very instrumental to their quick rebuild and shooting back up. So that sucks for them. And like you said earlier, his compensation level is not going to be high anymore. What people will give him is not going to be the same. Everybody know he's injured. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or at least to them, at least to the Ravens that he's injured, and to the rest of the teams they're gonna be like, yeah, Ravens didn't want him. Shoot, why would we want him? We ain't gonna. I give you a 4th rounder for him. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
the whole
right,
compensation level is just gonna be totally different because of what happened, man. So as for the Raiders, yeah, it really sucks for them. They ain't do nothing. They put together an honest deal, so to speak.
That boy gonna mess around and end up in Seattle. They'll go back to back because the way they defense is sounding. Let them go. Let them fall far enough. Somebody gonna pick him up on a value deal. You know what I'm saying? At first he was Deerberg's prices. Now he about to be Aldi's.
Or Rule of Foods or something like that.
Right.
Even lower. One last thing I forgot to say in the NFL notes, man. Kenneth Walker Jr., who was the MVP of the Super Bowl, has left the Seattle Seahawks, and now he's with the Kansas City Chiefs. So, hey.
Yeah, that's a big pickup for the Chiefs.
That's a big
because
pickup for him.
The Seahawks had to pay that man. He was going to be a free agent. And it was like, okay, he was good, but they let him go. But that's good for the Chiefs. So
yeah, very good for the Chiefs.
They probably back next week. That's the best running back they had
and
ever.
Forever. Right. And Kelsey said he coming back. So, they're going to be all right, man. All right, next subject. Was Adam Silver wrong? This will be a good one. Was Adam Silver wrong for canceling Magic City night for the Hawks? Let me fix my typo. But was Adam Silver wrong for canceling Magic City night for the Hawks? Now, if you don't know what Magic City is in Atlanta, Georgia, I have never been. Let me admit this. I have never been, but it's a strip club that is very, very popular in Atlanta, Georgia. It's almost part of their culture. Let's be honest. Most people hear Magic City, you think ATL. You don't think no other city. That's what they known for. And Lou Williams got the nickname Lemon Pepper Lou from getting wings there. It is said that their wings are very good there, as well as other things. So,
other things.
Yeah, the Hawks were going to have a night celebrating the culture of Atlanta, so to speak, and celebrating this place. Yeah. Yeah, and they was giving away all thighs. All legs and thighs. Heck no. But nah, so they was going to celebrate this as a promotion. If you've been to NBA games, they have nights. They may have wrestling night, bobblehead nights. That's what the NBA does. It's part of the NBA thing in arena entertainment. That's stuff they do. So it was gonna be a Magic City night. They was gonna have T.I. performing and somebody else performing, and just everybody of that era. Adam Silver comes in and cancels it because of, I can't remember the player name, but he did something. You remember his name? Dude used to play for the Celtics last year. Play for the Spurs.
Played for the Spurs this year. I do know that much.
Yeah, whatever. He made it seem like it was not a good look for them to do it. Adam Silver chimed in and agreed, and that was it. Your thoughts? I went long. We'll go a little bit long on that because I just want everybody to know the backstory. Go ahead, bro.
I will say this. I'm trying to Luke Cornett. It was his name.
Cornett.
The one that had Cornett. It was Luke Cornett. I was looking that up real quick. First of all, T.I. still performed. He still got his bread. So the halftime performance was still there. But if they were gonna do a Magic City night, it should have been adults only. Because this is what I told C. We had this conversation. Kids have tablets and cell phones. So you say celebrating Magic City night, and then it's like, they got the wings, they got chicken, and then next thing you know, your kid's looking at a different set of breasts and thighs. You dig what I'm saying? And it's not the way it should be. Now, that's just true. Because the internet. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll see a different type of bobblehead. But my point that I'm saying is I'm glad that they canceled it. Because that's not a good look. Shout out to D1, who everybody think he always clout chasing, but the one thing my man stand on business. And when people come at him sideways, my man always is talking in love. And from that perspective of, and he everybody thought he was going from Cornette's standpoint, but he was already standing against it. Like, no, man, this ain't cool. Like, kids are there. So if you're gonna do a strip club night, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like the Battle Hawks, talking about some, we doing a bottoms up night, and everybody think it's drinks, and then you get out there and it's something different going on the field at halftime. You dig what I'm saying? So you don't do. Kids are there, so you got to make it an adult event if that's what you're gonna do, and that's gonna be impossible for an NBA game.
Yeah, I would say on a moral tip, I think it's great that they canceled it. On a moral tip, from what you were saying, now hearing from the Atlanta side, they were not going to have any ladies of the nights there. So nobody was going to be on no poles on the side or whatever. They was going to give away the wings that they make, and they was giving away hoodies. And they had special order hoodies with it now. I'm sure that hoodies had a pole and somebody standing on it. I don't care what you say. Something was going to be in there. But they say that was it. It was going to be no strippers in the building. That's hard for me to believe. You can't control who buy the tickets. You feel what I'm saying? You can't control that. And you already know. And ATL, and I have never been to the arena. If you watch, especially if you got league pass, they are the most culturally appropriate NBA arena. They have a barbershop in the arena. You know what I'm saying? It is for our culture, 1,000%. The rappers come there, and all the rappers, they got a rapper's row and all that. It's cool, but I can guarantee somebody was going to take their jacket off and it was going to go down. Some of them dancers was going to pull up. So in that sense, I think it was not a good look. This is what I don't like, though. Adam Silver overstepping and just doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that because that was Atlanta's promotion. Adam Silver knew about this and never said nothing. And I don't like the way he does this. Like, he responded to outrage because
he did.
They know this. These promotions got to be cleared by the NBA. It wasn't like, y'all doing Magic City night? Oh, no, that's wrong. One word, you knew this was coming. No, they only responded because of what Cornette said, and everybody who believes in the way Cornette does shouted, right? And then also parents like my brother Rob here and other that got behind the Cornette stance because of that, protecting your children. They don't need to see something before they have to see it. I agree with that. What I don't agree with, like I said, is the reason he didn't do it because he cares about kids. He did it because of the outrage. That was it. Because if you cared about kids, we are very morally selective when it comes to stuff like this. Watch an NBA game. What do you see the most? Gambling all day. This is the line for the halftime line, and this is the they're up 1 and blah blah blah. It's all on the side. It's scrolling. They're about to put a team in the gambling capital of the world. You know what I'm saying? You don't care about morals. You cared about now. Sponsors probably got mad, and the sponsors got money and reacted, and that's business. You know what I'm saying? If not the same podcast have a major sponsor, they share the concern. Oh yeah, we may change some things. That major sponsor. You know what I'm saying? That's business. I get it. But just the way it happened, it seemed kind of like I love the result. You feel what I'm saying? But the way it happened, like, man, Silver, you ain't. Nah, dog. Go ahead, bro.
Well, I'm gonna say two things to your point about morality. So it only said Magic City on the front, and on the back it said True to Atlanta. It had a peach on the left hand sleeve and the Hawks on the right hand sleeve. So it was nothing to it. It just said Magic City Monday, Hawks versus Magic. But I mean, and you could, whatever. But here's the other thing that you also see at these games that ain't nobody in the outrage on. And I can see why Magic City and the strippers got a little bit upset about it.
Of course.
Because they still got a bunch of publicity off of this. Let's not get it. This is free publicity. It's already the hottest club there, which whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that community, they out there dancing almost every halftime because I got league pass. And they have a whole halftime. They have a whole halftime.
They celebrate a whole month.
Out there.
Saying.
The community out there dancing in front of the kids just as good, just as much as this would have been wrong. Now, the community is a little more put in your face because if you watch any Disney movie, they slip it right there to you. You dig what I'm saying?
1,000%.
Anything like that. So that's
1,000%.
a little more. I would say acceptable when it comes to that. So, but the strip club thing, like I said, with the Magic City, them canceling it, I don't have a problem with it because of what it entails. Look, if they canceled the other stuff, I wouldn't have a problem with it because of what it entails. But that's my opinion. The people I'm not gonna be mad because they out there, and I'm not gonna if they would have had it, I would have just been like, dang, they had that joint, but they canceled it. So that's the way I look at it. Ain't no hate.
All right. Last one. No, that ain't the last one. That was the last one. My bad. My bad.
It's today. Day.
Yeah, we got the one word of the day for the first time in a long time. We're bringing it back. Here we go. This one word. No. Of the day. The one word of the day is Mark DeRosa. If you don't know who Mark DeRosa is, he is the manager for the USA team for the World Baseball Classic. USA just lost to Italy, that they shouldn't have lost to Italy. Now, Italy have some Americans on there, but it's still, they shouldn't have lost to them. But this is why Mark DeRosa is the one word of the day. He said publicly, and MLB has scrubbed this video, but it's found, and people saw it, publicly from the win they got the day before against Mexico, that, hey, we're already into the qualifying, the semifinals, so we good. So basically, they went up there and tore the bar down that night of when they won that game, and when they came to the next game against Italy, they were all hungover. That's why. And the manager told the players the wrong thing, so they celebrated early, and now they have a chance to get put out today. Now they have a chance to get put out in a field that they were supposed to be favorites in. They have a chance to get put out because the coach didn't know about the point system. You are the one word of the day. You're ignorant one word. Yep. Go ahead, bro.
And I mean, it was a hot mic. He said it. He was like, well, we already ready for the semifinals. And then he came back and had to eat crow and say, I made a mistake. I misspoke. And I misspoke is what he said. Yeah. But now, and it's all over the place talking about it. The MLB tried their best to hide it. They tried their best, but it had already been out there. And now, if you don't know what's going on, this is the World Baseball Classic is what's going on. And we have a roster full of MLB players. You dig what I'm saying? We got like all-star level players out there. Like you go down the road, every other person is a all-star. And we lost. And if it
lost.
comes down to point, right, it comes down to points. If I think of Mexico, whoever, if they score 3 points or less, we're in. If they score more than that, then we get tossed. And there's a reason why he's a former Team USA manager. You know what I mean? But
Yes.
yeah, they was kicking it. But let's be real. Do they really care? Does it really matter? Is this a World Series?
Yes,
I
it
mean,
matters.
a lot
When USA loses, it matters, especially when they were favorites.
matters. But for MLB heads, because I've been looking at sports all day, because
Yeah.
I've been just in this chair all day. Everybody was like, it's a gimmick. The World Baseball Classic is a gimmick, and they got all these little gimmicky things they need to get. A lot of people don't even like the thing. So,
right.
Yeah, that's it. That's for diehard MLB fans.
Yes, which we are not, but we are casual. I am casual, but I will call out the one word of the day, and this one word got it wrong.
Definitely him.
And he deserves the ridicule that he's getting right now. But hey, before we get up out of here, we got one more thing to talk to you guys about.
Oh, have you ever thought I really enjoy what these guys are doing with this podcast? These podcasts. I don't know if that's how you say it. How can I help support them? How can I be a blessing?
This one word saying these podcasts. What? No. What is that?
Don't hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. I'm wilding over here, bro. If you want to sow a seed, go to the hey, man, I'm tired. Hey, if you want to sow a seed, you can go to Cash App, sign at the same podcast, not the same podcast.com/support. Listen, if y'all been getting those notifications, take a look at them videos, man. They coming out. We getting clips from these different shows that we're doing. Sometimes it's a 30-second clip, minute clip. Sometimes it's the whole segment, depending on what's going on. The clip where we talked about Cleveland. Who knew that the dog pound was that big? Because that mug is blowing up on YouTube right now as far as views goes about who should be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. So we thank God for that. But yeah, that's how you can support us. Everybody that slid through today. Ronald Jackson, if you're still here, we didn't say nothing. Vicky, thank you. Yes, I hope we do win it all. I know you said that a long, long time ago. 3, thanks for coming in. D, appreciate you. Like as always. And all my sneaker peekers, we appreciate y'all too. Hit the like button.
Appreciate all y'all, man. Come back with us tomorrow night for our Music and Hot Topics show, man, where we play the latest and greatest in CHH music as well as positive. I say positive hip-hop, man. Tune in at 6 o'clock. And with that being said, I am C. Micah.
I'm Rob Redeem.
And, man, we are out, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Summer, tell them it's not the same. Just a podcast, and we call it not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then like an episode about the part we not the same. Culture not the same, boy, I feel like Robert Dean. And just like Robert been redeemed, glory to the King. I feel like C. Micah, this music with faith in it. Put the word on 808, I'm talking great. Steph Curry with the shot, boy, I'm talking long distance. Boy, you messing with a Grizzly, you would think I played in Memphis. We be going back and forth, this like Serena playing tennis. But it's LLC's up in this thing, that means we stand it's not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Yeah, this the podcast, not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then like an episode about the part we not the same.